day that you have to start thinking that it's actually a very important thing for you to actually have it in your mind that you are very important and that you are very beautiful, good looking and everything. It doesn't matter what you wear and what hair you're having on.
Nice one. Okay, you know, as a youth who's a Christian, who is into Christian music,
Yeah.
what are some of the challenges that you face that you can tell other youths out there, you know, to just hang in there and to...
There's so much peer pressure. There's so much peer pressure, especially being a Christian. It's not easy. You know, the moment you give your life to Christ, the challenges start coming. So it hasn't been easy. I've faced a lot of things, actually. And my only advice is, you know what? I think you really need to take it easy. You need to take it easy and always put God first, and He'll be able to guide you. He'll speak to you. Believe me, if you think you've never heard God, today sit down and try and listen. He will tell you what to do, and believe me, your path will just be so cool.
Very well put. Thank you so much. Well, I'm going to leave you to do your thing, sweet.
All right.
Go ahead.
All I want is you and less of me. I just want to be in your arms, be the sunshine in my life, and I'll be the moon. Be the one to lead the way, and I will be the one to follow. I will be the one to praise you every day. Oh, this big love you have for me that makes me wanna smile. This big love you have for me that makes me wanna dance. It's this big love you have for me that makes me wanna sing this beautiful song for you, for you, for you. This song for you, for you. Oh, 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 oh. After all the love you showed me, what am I gonna do for you? After all the ways you showed me, what am I gonna give to you? If I say, take my heart, it will be like I'm giving it all back. I'd rather give you something more, because this big love you have for me that makes me wanna smile. This big love you have for me that makes me wanna dance. This big love you have for me that makes me wanna sing this song for you, for you, for you. This song for you, for you. Oh, oh, oh. This big love you have for me that makes me wanna praise you. It's this big love you have for me that makes me wanna smile. This beautiful song for you, for you, for you, for you. Beautiful song for you, for you, for you, for you. Beautiful song. This big love you have for me that makes me wanna smile. This big love you have for me that makes me wanna dance. This big love you have for me that makes me wanna sing this beautiful song, beautiful song, beautiful song, beautiful song, this beautiful song, beautiful song for you. It's this big love you have for me that makes me wanna smile. Yeah.
Hey, dude, can I get a turn on your bike?
No, you can't. As simple as that.
Hey kid, don't be sad. I know something that can cheer you up. Here. Have some tango. Munchy, crunchy, and very irresistible. Tango Knacks come in many delicious flavors. Another quality product from Yo-Yo Foods.
Isn't she just a glow? That was Melbourne, Mel B coming through with Big Love. Thank you so much, Mel B. Now we're going to move on to Karen, who we talked to from home. So have a look at this, then join me on the other side.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you after a while. You haven't visited us.
Wow, you know, children and the like.
Okay.
It's not easy.
Yeah. I know you've had this question so many times, but who is Karen?
Oh, Karen. Karen is a woman who loves the Lord. I'm a Christian. I come from a family of 4. You know, I'm married. I congregate at Bread of Life.
Okay.
I'm married with one kid.
Okay. Very interesting. Now, what made you go into gospel music?
Okay, what made me to start singing gospel music? It's just, it's one way of appreciating the gift that God gave me. You know, I was like, okay, God has given me this beautiful voice. I just need to appreciate, giving him back to him as a present, to say, God, thank you. So I'll start singing for you and no other person.
Okay, very nice. And being in the music industry as a female, what are some of the challenges that you face?
Okay, the challenge comes when you get married. You know,
everything changes.
Everything changes, you know. You can't just, you know, when you're called for a show, you're called for especially TV interviews. There are some shows that will start as early as 6. So like, you want to leave your child, you know, you can't wake up at 4 and start cleaning, all those. I think to me, those are the only challenges that I have, you know, taking care of your children, taking care of your home, taking care of your husband there, you know. It's not easy, I think.
And being a gospel artist, I'm sure there's a song that you've sang that's very close to the birth of Christ or talking nearly to Christmas. Is there one song that you've done that's connected to Christmas or the birth of Jesus?
Wow, in my songs? Wow, maybe... Chintelele.
Chintelele, the famous Chintelele.
Somehow. Yeah.
And what can you say about Christmas, especially when you relate it to Zambia? How should we take Christmas?
Okay, Christmas to me, it's a time where we need to, you know, appreciate the love of God. God loved us so much, according to the Bible, that he had to send his only son. This is a time that we have to appreciate the love of God. You know, he sent his only son to redeem us from the cases of our families, you know, the poverty, the sickness. So it's a time of love.
So what is the message that you really want to bring out through your songs?
Through my songs? Wow, the message that I love to bring out through my songs is a message of hope. You know, I really want to bring the message of, you know, counseling people to say God is there no matter what you're going through. You know, I've done social work. You know, we mostly deal with people that have broken-hearted, you know, they're into this poverty, they've lost their loved ones. So most of the time, people would ask me, how do you come up with such songs? It's because of the work that my profession. Yeah.
So it's easier to blend it.
Yeah, it's about comforting people, telling them there's hope out there if you just keep on keeping on.
All right, people, I have been talking to Karen. Let's go back to the studio and join the other divas. This is Woman 360. Thank you so much for watching Woman 360. We've just been talking to Karen, and at least we've heard something of her music as well. Now, I have been talking to 4 beautiful women. I've been talking to Karen, I've talked to Mel B, I've talked to Joyce, as well as Rachel. And I hope they've just glowed your Merry Christmas. They've just made this season more beautiful than it is. And of course, it's Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm Ngulube. See you next time. Hello, this is Woman 360 and I am Judy Ngulube. Today I'm very excited because I'm talking to 2 beautiful ladies who I have heard sing, and they've got beautiful Zambian songs that you can really relate to and can really talk into your lives. And today I've brought you out of the studio. I'm out here. It's a nice place, very airy, and I'm going to talk to these 2 ladies, Anna Mwale and Mao Mwale. She was telling me what her name means yesterday, and it's a fantastic name. Anyway, let's talk to the ladies about, firstly, how they grew up, the music industry they're in, them being women in the music industry, as well as them just letting us know a little bit on what's their secret, how how come they're not talking about sex, they're not taking off their clothes, but the music is selling? Because most people are saying women are taking off because they want to sell and it's a market strategy. Anyway, let me not talk too much. Anna, thank you so much for appearing on Woman 360.
Glad to be here.
Okay, and Mao, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And how are you?
I'm very fine. So, ladies, let's start from how you grew up, because I find it very fascinating that sisters can all be in love with music. How did you grow up? Just tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, my mother, yes, our mother. My mother.
Our mother. My mother.
Was very musical. Our granddad used to play guitar, actually. And growing up, we always had music around us, right?
Yeah, in fact, Mummy used to make us, do house chores with music. She'd make
Yeah.
us shine the floor. There's the mats, put on the music,
And then we danced.
then we dance,
While working.
while working.
Is there one little song maybe you remember that you used to sing as little girls, as teenagers growing up, that really pops off just from the top of your head?
To be honest, I don't remember. I do remember certain songs, but I remember growing up with South African music.
Played a lot of
She
that,
played
yeah.
because she's from the south, so
Okay.
she would play a lot of Soul Brothers. So songs as such, it doesn't like
Mahotela Queen.
Mahotela Queens.
Sito
and-
Mzesi Manje
yeah.
Manje.
So we not like really were singing our own songs, but we'd listen to a lot of other different types of music.
Okay.
So it was mostly Soul Brothers.
Yeah.
And she'd play them and would be danced with.
Okay, we just hear of the Mole sisters. Is there a guy in the family, or it was just a family of sisters?
3 boys.
3 boys.
Unfortunately, one passed away.
Oh, sorry about that.
2005. He's the one who actually was the most musical. He's the one who taught me to play guitar. Yeah.
Okay.
My brother Jack, yeah. But I have a brother in London who does music as well. So not just the girls are musical.
Introducing new on the market, Big Tree Custard Powder. Made with the finest ingredients, comes in 4 amazing flavors. Original, strawberry, banana and chocolate. So there's a Big Tree Custard just for you. Big Tree Custard Powder. Big Tree Custard Powder. Good to the last spoonful.
Now, moving on to women in music. Most people say they face a lot of challenges getting into the music industry. How was it for you guys starting out?
Well, what else?
It was challenging as well. Yeah, because it was more challenging that time because as a female to do music, they stamped you already as,
Useless.
or prostitution. Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
but-
like,
yeah.
oh, you want to
It
do
was more
music.
challenging that, yeah. But lucky enough we had parents that
Allowed
understood
it,
it. They allowed it.
Who are very supportive.
Well, maybe it made my dad a little unhappy.
Yeah,
I can
especially with
imagine.
her, with her.
What
that
was his
the-
reaction?
Well, because I, finished high school and I think he had plans for me to go to university and study law. I actually did want to study law, and then I started doing music because it was
The
the
music
biggest.
took the
Yes,
bigger
it just
chunk
took
over.
Yeah, it was the biggest influence in my life. My mom is just like, she really got it into our heads that music is a wonderful thing. So and in fact, although I must admit, Dad did buy me a guitar when I was around 12. He actually he was supportive in his own way, but I think he would have been quite happy to have academic kids as well.
I can imagine. Fathers always want to tell you what to do, isn't it? Okay, now coming to the music scenario in Zambia right now, there are a lot of young ladies, women who are doing music right now, and there's a growing trend of them, maybe being a little bit, I don't know how I can put this to be polite.
Bring it up, just say it.
Okay, they're showing a lot of skin in the music videos, especially.
Yeah.
What would be your comment on that one?
First of all, my comment is freedom for everyone. They should do what they feel they need to do. But I personally, I don't think it's a good thing to do. I personally think that you don't have to look drab, and I don't mind them if you wear a short skirt. It's fine. I've done it too, But I think there's a limit of. I think you discriminate yourself as a woman if you sell yourself in that manner. But obviously, I'm a lot. What do you think? We're a lot older, so maybe the youth think it's fine. But I don't. I'm not particularly a big fan of doing music in that manner. I mean, I suppose they copy people like Lady Gaga and Madonna who've done that, but I think the Western world has anyway a different culture from ours. I don't know if it's that complete getting naked sort of thing here is part of our culture, although when you see the culture dancers, they do run about.
Yes.
Also pretty.
Yes, of course. Almost
hardly anything on.
Just at the top side, isn't it?
Yes. So maybe we are making a big fuss about something that we've had in our culture for a long time. Just we're seeing it different because you want to think that we've moved on, and we don't need to do that sort of thing. I personally would say if my daughter was doing music, I wouldn't be very happy if she did that.
Taking off. Mo, anything?
Yeah, well, like she's already said most of the stuff, and I think, it's not, you don't have to go about half naked for people to appreciate what you're doing. And especially, like here in Africa, we misinterpret it when you dress like that.
And I picked on you guys to comment on this because I know you've had music that has sold. I don't remember you taking off, but at least, I know you hadn't done any of that, but your music has sold. So how have you done it? Because I know the viewers out there are probably saying, just because you got lucky this way and she doesn't have to do this. Maybe you tell us your experience and how you managed to sell your music out there.
I think I sold my music through just
and especially that it's local and international.
Yes, and both I've been really very busy all my life. I still work a lot in Europe, but I don't take my clothes off. I don't dress drab. I think I can make myself look a little sexy. Yes,
Yes, of course, that's allowed.
That's allowed, but it works without having to take your clothes off. It's just my belief, that if you've got a message to get across, you can make people happy with your music, because it's not all about just getting undressed. It's about respecting yourself. And I personally would never ever feel comfortable. It would be like I'm selling my soul to do that to myself. I'd rather, to be honest, not sell any records. I'd rather go into some other business before
and
I
what also makes it worse is that, when you dress the way half naked, to be precise, then you add on the dances are pretty dirty.
Yes.
That's a little bit disgusting.
Yes, I just wanted to say that
do you know,
sometimes
I don't
it's
like
the combination.
I get
combination
embarrassed.
doesn't
about
go
it.
together.
Yes.
I get very, very embarrassed as a Zambian woman. We're teaching our young children. You see little kids and they're gyrating, and it's like, but why? I know it's our culture, but the culture dances, they did it differently.
Yes.
It was traditional. But you see today, little kids popping, it's like, oh dear. Come on, let's be honest.
Yes, it's very true, very
and I
true.
think it's sending the wrong message about who we are. We're not that. I think Zambian people are much deeper than that. We've got much more to offer than to just, have those dances that I feel extremely uncomfortable when I'm watching that sort of dancing. I think that sort of thing, that's something, I don't know, it's private, Yeah. We shouldn't make, it should be maybe a part of our culture, but we shouldn't make it the thing. I've noticed when I come down
Like
here.
in your face, eh?
It's in your face.
Some of the dances, you find they're so extreme. You find
Going on the floor.
the legs are in the air, and
It doesn't make sense. I've traveled quite a bit extensively, and I've never been to any country that actually does that. Why are we doing it? We should be asking ourselves why, as women.
So that's the question.
Why?
So ladies, why are we doing that? People in the music industry, why are we doing that? That's the question you should answer on your own.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, I can't answer all questions. I suppose you try to figure it out too, and you feel to yourself, why is this going on? Why do we need to do that to be successful? That's not true.
The battle is won or lost far away from witnesses. The battle is won behind the scenes, in the gym, on the road, long before the game. For me, this is my winning formula.
And let's go back to your music now. Who writes your songs?
I write my songs. Ma writes her songs. We're actually quite a songwriting group of people.
Okay.
Ma writes. She wrote the song which I love, which I'm going to sing. She doesn't, she's like she thinks she's hidden it from me, but I've got the video.
Yeah, but she's more of a writer. For me, it just comes like after so long. In fact, that was one of my only one song that I wrote.
Okay.
Otherwise, I
But
do
it's a beautiful song.
more from what she writes.
Yeah, but I just write. I'm more of a songwriter. I
she's
take
a
the guitar
songwriter.
and I sit there and I write.
How do the words come to you? I always wonder this. Musicians are artists.
Yeah.
I know that you write your words and then there's artists who paint and all that. I'm always inquisitive to just think, how do the words come to you? How do you just think of something? What messages do you want to send to people out there?
Well, when I was younger, I'd actually go to bed and have a pen and pad, writing pad, by the table, because I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would have all the lyrics in my head. That's how I used to do it. I would literally get up and say, "Oh, I've got this song, it's in my head," and I just write it. I wrote a song called Tailor Man. I wrote all the lyrics. I wrote, that's how I've written songs. But I sometimes lately, because now I'm not so fresh in the head anymore. This head is not expensive anymore. This has been used. This brain, it's a second-hand brain. Anyway, and and now I sit and I write of what I see, and sometimes things would happen in the family. That also helped me to write stories like Kabuku was
from
because
experiences.
she's my inspiration. Seriously, Mao.
They call me Simboto, by the way, because I'm a big mouth. So
Yeah.
I always Simboto. Whatever happens,
she's got stories to tell.
Yeah.
So I'm like, great stuff. Let's okay, and she do things that she has me cracking anyway all day long. She has me laughing, but she always seems to. She tells me she called me one time in Rwanda and told me some story was going on. And I wrote a song called When I'm Gone, and I had all the lyrics in there. Even Kabuku, it was because you took Mum's book and showed it to everyone. It was Mum's diary.
Yeah, and then, so when she came back from national service, we started telling her, and I said, "Look what happened. This is what happened. While you were away, Mommy, I took her book, and she was really pissed off. And I started to do it the way she,
and I was watching this
and she was watching,
I
and
just
next thing
laughed.
she was writing a song."
Okay, you are watching Woman 360. I'm talking to Mao and Anna Mwale. They're sharing their experiences with me. We're talking women and music, of course. Thank you for still watching 360 of Women Issues. I'm here with Anna Mwale and Mao Mwale. We're just talking about women and music. And of course, we're also digging a little bit into their lives. And Anna here is just complaining about the hit in Zambia. So let's really talk about experience in Germany. If she's really sold Zambia in Germany. Anna, so have you sold Zambia in Germany?
All the time. All the time. I'm the greatest ambassador of Zambia. I'm very proud to be Zambian. Yes, definitely. I do my shows and everything. I always would say I'm Zambian.
Okay.
And I do. I'm very proud of being Zambian.
Okay. Have you done any songs in our local language there?
Yes, I still sing my songs like Excuse Me, Kabuku, and yes, people actually love this stuff.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I know you're in and out of Zambia. At least Mao has the privilege to have seen the, music situation move from what it was to what it is right now. How is just your feel on how the music industry is moving right now, especially the involvement of women? There are more women in music industry now. How do you feel about that?
It's great. It's great that there's more women in music. Yeah, and it's just the only problem we still have is there's still that gap where there's no support.
Yeah.
There's no record company. There's a lot that is still missing. But yeah, it's improved from. I mean, well, the only years back there was just very few female singers or musicians.
Okay. And I was excited when we heard that there's a new ministry, the Arts and Tourism. Yes. As you know, people who've been in music for a while, do you have any plans that, you know, this ministry could really just dig into or tap into the talent of especially women in music or arts especially?
Maybe you should answer that, seeing as you're here more than I.
Yes.
No.
How would you want them to really just come in? Especially that you were talking about the record company, and how would they help out as a ministry looking out for artists?
Well, because you know we also highly underpaid. So it's like you're doing music and it's just like you're doing nothing.
Yes.
It's a hand-to-mouth job. So that's our biggest issue. Yeah, they should look into how things can change where a musician can be paid what
That they deserve.
they deserve. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the hotels themselves don't pay people, the artists enough. But when they bring in outside artists, they're paid millions. I've experienced where a Congolese artist comes in and is paid over 500 million kwacha, while a whole local band is paid 7 million. So the gap is just too big.